Hey guys, Bobo the Vulture is back with more Extreme Warfare Revenge. Let's click anywhere and begin. Normal buttons. Load game 3. You know how it goes. Pretty sure last time I'd done everything I needed to or wanted to do. What if I had a maximum morality of 0? What if I changed the hardcoreness of our product here? Would there be more companies that are interested? No, it doesn't look like it. So let's go back. Actually, wait. Morality is 30. What if I set the morality to 100? So if I just cleaned up our act, what could I get out of this? Mark Craven Limited. Yep. These ones ain't even worth it. Well, unplugged stereos might be. If we cleaned up our product some. How much time is left on any of these existing sponsor contracts? I'll tell you what. When our contract with Niggy 6 PLC here is up, maybe we'll review this. This is getting exciting, folks. We're getting pretty near not being in massive debt anymore. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't suppose anybody here wants to sign up for a written contract, do they? I don't think people will even do that if, wow, how over is he? He's 25 over and thinks he should move to a bigger promotion. So, what if we put you on a written contract for a couple of years? The least over guy in our promotion thinks he should move on to a bigger promotion. Well, fine. That's how it's going to be. Danny Doring. Slash. NWAW signed Billy Gunn. Balls Mahoney. I remember he had a match with what it was, Axel Rotten. Yeah, Balls Mahoney. Will Balls Mahoney lick Axel Rotten, or will Axel Rotten lick balls? Oh, shocker! He's like 1000% guapo. Mark Jindrak, Frank Shamrock, Ken Shamrock's brother, I think. Should just be wow, Tony Schiavone. Oh, I guess DDW must be the new promotion. This must be, they are picking up people. Yeah. Alright, actually we should look at not other workers, other promotions. What is this DDW that's shown up? Oh, right, Diamond Dust. It is a regional promotion that whose top star is Balls Mahoney. There you go. It's the It's the ballsiest promotion out there. Actually, I didn't take a look at their risk. It'd be amusing if they were supposed to be a super fan-friendly organization and their top star was Balls Mahoney. It could happen. Just for that, they're going to sign off my guys. Well, they've certainly signed Anthony Bartlett Jr. to an open contract. Let's just hope they don't change their mind and sign him to a written contract in a second. Oh, thank God, updates were installed. So Windows 10 will do this without asking now, and there's pretty much no way to stop it from what I've heard. Ron Harris and Sean Stasiak. All right. So Diamond Dust Wrestling is going to be doing a lot of staffing moves here in the near future. Trent Smith agreed to an open contract. Paul Enormous. Eric Angle. All right. This is not the way I would be handling my regional promotion, but, you know, they're all open to doing their own things. Obviously, if I recall correctly from, Grimmeth's experience in um, God, I can't remember the name of it now. The M. Dickey game, whatever that M. Dickey wrestling game was called. I could probably find it pretty quick if I wanted, and yet I'm not finding it. Yeah, I'm certainly not opening up a YouTube window in a separate place to check or anything. It's hilarious about all this is that clearly it would be very easy for me to just look up. Instead, I'm navigating around in weird ways to try and get the information. Delete that message, move on to the next day. There we go. We got this, folks. Don't you worry about a thing. Yeah. Alright, it's Sunday, so there's a lot of TV shows. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. Come on, bounce. Wrestling Empire. That was the thing. It was Wrestling Empire with like the letter M and then the word pyre. We got here. Let's clear all that. Yes, let's do. Let's clear all that. How about you? Let's keep trudging through the month of July. It looks like we will probably end up missing the mark for propelling ourselves from backyard promotion to small promotion within the first year of operation, but we'll have come darn close, which isn't bad. I would expect that growth will get significantly slower in the future. Cowboy Bob Orton is taking control of DDW. Oh man. Are they actually talking about Cowboy Bob Orton Jr.? Father of Randy Orton? We'll find out. Cowboy Bob Orton tends to hire a lot of brawlers. Okay. Oh, the risk level is 70%. That seems to be a fairly common default for leagues in this game, so it would seem. Let's go ahead and delete that message. Let's keep moving things. Let's get rowdy and move some things. Vengeance, ROH, one more with feeling. Rise of the Renegades, Scars and Stripes. Wait, is SWC the, Oh yeah, so interestingly, Mark Craven have ended their sponsorship deal with DDW due to the increasingly risky material that they're using. Oh no, that's Stampede Wrestling of Calgary. I got Stampede Wrestling of Calgary and Supreme Wrestling Federation confused for a second. So, I wonder, what was the deal with Mark Craven? I mean, obviously we wouldn't be able to get them either. Oh, they've already been picked up by somebody today? DW signed a sponsorship deal with Chase Agency. Okay. I guess they had room for another sponsor at that moment. TNA, TNA, TNA. Yeah, I don't know if it's 23rd of July. This may be our show day. Nope. Let's keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. I keep on rolling. Holy crap, we've risen to small level without doing anything. Last man standing, crowning of a champion. WWE's Raw has been renewed for a further 30 weeks. We've risen to small level. Let's delete all of our email. Let's attend a meeting. Looking at the stats, I'd say the industry is at 96% of its peak. We have 14 workers on the roster. We need to hire at least 2 more wrestlers. We need to hire a road agent. We can get staff of skill of 40 or below. We need to increase our production values. And we should be increasing the ticket prices of our house shows and TV shows and large shows. We don't actually have any house shows though, do we? Well, anyways, let's go to finances then. Ticket prices. What all was it that our finance guy said? Okay, 10, 15, and 20. That's right, we got a deal out of Zebra. We could go for a monthly wage cap of around 20 grand a wrestler and 10 grand per staff. Tell you what, let's look at our current roster. Hey, Anthony Bartlett Jr. Look at how great we are now. Let's go to VCW. We have a public image of 8, so we need to not screw this up. That's a vital thing. Let's check out our current roster, though. Anthony Bartlett Jr., let's talk about your contract. Let's get you in a written contract for 5 years. I want to move to a bigger promotion. El Majito. You're also working for Pro Wrestling Noah. Which is, I guess, oh yeah, they're one of the Japanese groups. Let's look at your contract. Would you agree to a written contract for a number of years? He also wants to move on to a bigger promotion. Palm Beach Boy John, you're terrible, but I'm tempted to offer you something. Trent Baker's pretty darn skilled. What if I offered you a written contract for 5 years? I don't want to sign such a long contract with a promotion this size. How about a 2-year contract? You know what? Forget it. Magic. Let's get a written contract for a few years with you. He just plain wants to move on to a bigger promotion. Well, forget all you guys. Maybe I'll just go sign up my own crew of guys with blackjack and hookers. Gonna have to do a lot of thinking here, as I clearly have already done. First of all, what sponsors are interested in us now? Oh, snap, son. Okay, let's view only our existing sponsors. 6 months, 4 months, 2 months, 5 months. What if we ended this deal? Would cost $90,000 in legal payments. What about if we ended a deal with 96? Would cost $50,000. So basically, it's just you have to pay out what the contract would be. Let's I'm willing to end this at a sacrifice of 50 grand, just for purposes of getting the 85 grand sponsor on board. Although if I just wait another week, it'll be down to 25 grand for that. So maybe I should just hang on, just be cool. Because I don't think, though I might be wrong. Let's see here. Alright. You know what? We've risen to the small level, but we're only at a percentage of 8. And we need to make sure that we can maintain this, because right now the wrestling industry is at 96% of its height, so they tell us. So I want to make sure we're not just that this is through all of my brilliant booking and strategies and things, and not just, oh, well, as long as you can manage to balance the books and put on a show every week, everybody will show up and be happy. Oh, we can get staff of skill 40 or below. Well, that's good to know for future. Wait, let's go back. I should at least look at who all we had wrestling in the last show so that I can figure out what I want to do for this one. So this one was 51. Our best show was 64. So it was Little Nate versus Anthony Bartlett. All right. The show before that was Magic and Anthony Bartlett. Okay. So it's been a while since El Magito and Anthony Bartlett took each other on in a match. Who has any technical skill? Dunn. I could put Dunn in a match with Anthony Bartlett Jr. and he might do something. Hmm. Right. All our technical wrestlers are heels for whatever reason. Except Dunn. Gonna put Dunn and Anthony Bartlett Jr. into a match. You will notice that I've been trying to make Anthony Bartlett Jr. lose a lot lately. I don't know whether Dunn has noticed that. Actually, I should check and make sure. Anthony Bartlett Jr. is not all cheesed off or anything. No, he has high level of morale. Match, it's a one-on-one match between Anthony Bartlett Jr. and Dunn. There is no title on the line. The winner will be Dunn. We are giving Dunn an awful lot of push lately, but Dunn just gets the clean win here. And Anthony Bartlett Jr. attacks him in revenge because he's losing it. He doesn't know what's going on in this world. It's an issue he's having because he keeps on trying to cut down Akimon, and it seems like Akimon's just, he's not even showing up. He's not there, and yet this is still somehow digging at him. He just can't deal with it. Can't stand it. It's driving him mad. Any decent brawlers other than Trent Baker's a good all-rounder. He's not very charismatic. He doesn't have good technical skill, I guess, so there is that. Let's see, Lil Nate's 44 over. Palm Beach Boy John's 34 over. Let's put Lil Nate and Palm Beach Boy John in a match. Yeah. Singles. It's gonna be Palm Beach Boy John versus Lil Nate. And there is no title. The result will be a victory for Palm Beach Boy John. Palm Beach Boy John will cheat to win. And the aftermath is going to be him running away. Because he's a little twerp. That's right, I called Palm Beach Boy John a twerp. What are you going to do about it? That's right, nothing. Alright, so what else we got? Thing is, we're using the same guys a lot, so pretty much everybody on our roster is starting to get over just by virtue of. Let's see. Still not happy for some reason. Come on, man. Put you in matches. Steve Stone. Steve Stone, you want to match with Jarrell Clark? Bet you and Jarrell Clark will put on a nice match. Jarrell Clark and Steve Stone. Let's give Steve Stone the big V here. He does it clean. And there is no special kooky thing that happens at the end. You guys are just putting on a good match. Steve Stone is going to win, and hopefully this victory will make him happy. And what else do we want to do here? Maybe get, let's see. Let me get Fast Eddie and Jeremy V in a match. Yeah, they look like they would have a good match. Fast Eddie and Jeremy V. I'm sure I've done this before. I feel like I've done a lot of the different combinations of these guys. Certainly not every one, but Jeremy the Fifth cleanly. And no, nothing. You guys are just putting on a match. It's going to be a good match. Let's finish booking this segment. So I may be missing out on some money, now that I think about it, by not having signed on the sponsors for ID4, but I'm going to be okay with it. Let's see. Are either Steve Stone or Jarrell Clark in any position to promote their match? Not really. What about Jeremy V and Fast Eddie? I don't think that's true of either of them. Fast Eddie can string a sentence together. He's not great. Let's let Fast Eddie talk for himself. One of the first things I am going to do, folks, once I have enough money, is I am going to start hiring at least one face. I'm going to hire at least one face and one heel manager, so that all these guys that are really talented but don't have good charisma scores will have somebody to do interviews for them. So Anthony Bartlett Jr. is already doing his interview. Dunn is... Oh, wait. What about Little Nate? Little Nate can kind of talk, can he? Yeah, Little Nate can talk okay. So we're going to have Dunn in here. Single worker. Dunn. His target will be Abj. And it is to hype the match that they're about to have. Then after that fabulous match, we're going to have an interview with Palm Beach Boy John. He is going to be targeting Lil Nate. And they are going to have a match coming up later, so obviously we want to do as much promotion for that as possible. Interview, single worker, Little Nate, Little Nate. Where are you? There you are, buddy. Palm Beach Boy John. Hype Duty. Here we go. And everything is in readiness. Let's start this show. 56. Hey, nice job, Fast Eddie. Nice job, Anthony Bartlett Jr. Oh man, these guys are really good together. Fast Eddie and Jeremy V. We might have to sign them up for written contract just so that we can have them both go through a full angle for sure. That's a good segment. Palm Beach Boy John also keeping things on the up and up. The crowd wasn't super into this, but these two guys put on a pretty good match too. Jarrell Clark and Steve Stone. Little Nate keeping things above it. I don't think we've had a sub 50% segment on this show so far. This has been going really well. 69 is the sexiest match of all. John has a handful of tights. Oh, done. Oh, you killed it. And by which I don't mean the way that people say now. We're like, oh man, you killed it. No, you really sucked. You're terrible. 44 is not the worst thing that you could do. The crowd was pretty into this, so that works out nicely. 56%, that's a pretty good show. Pretty good showing for a pretty good show. First, Fast Eddie. I should be war chief. ID4 was attended by 27 people. You see how much we're moving? Wait. No. Let's clear everything. 10%. It did increase our... oh man, we're almost going to be out of the hole. Can't wait till July 1st, man. This is going to be so hype. So dope, so fresh. Alright, so Heat, ROH Sunday, MLW Wildside. Living on a prayer. Battle Arts have announced this year's roster of touring workers. Anyone previous? Oh, that show has been renewed for 30 weeks. So is that. Akimon's back from rehab. Nice. Staff member Alec Bloxham has retired from Diamond Dust Wrestling. Well, that's a bad stroke of luck, isn't it? Scott Steiner will retire in a month. Big Papa Pump hanging up the tights. Ahmed Johnson's retired. Bill Dundee will retire in a month. Bob Backlund will retire. Palm Beach Boy John wants more money, so does Trent Baker, so does Axel Law, so does Fast Eddie, so does Anthony Bartlett Jr., Steve Stone, Kevin Kelly. Did you know he's left the staff of WLW? The Sci-Fi Store have also ended their sponsorship deal with MLW. Kravitz Cuddly have ended sponsor. Oh, look at all these. Superb work. We're making money. Jersey All Pro Wrestling have gone bankrupt. Heartland Wrestling Association have gone bankrupt. Let's delete all this mail. Let's go into sponsors. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of interested sponsors now. Well, I guess there aren't. Especially. What if we set it to 0? Alright, so it is 30 is the level we're looking at here. So 5 months. What if I ended the sponsorship deal right now? It would cost $7,500 in legal payments. And who are our interested sponsors right now? $55,000. So, yeah. If I got rid of Demon Base, I would make up the money in a month. And if I got rid of Nikki Six, I would make up that money in a month. Because it would cost 2,500 in legal payments. So yeah, let's do that. Done. Demon Base. Let's end this sponsorship deal. Done. Now they're all like, I'm not sure that we want to do business with you. We've seen how you deal with your, oh yeah, let me, Thomas Lee Limited. I am demoting you to a minor sponsorship. Doesn't actually do anything as far as I can tell, but want to offer them a main offer. Yeah. Now then, just making sure I'm not going insane. Yep, they're with us for a year. Let's offer V. Neal & Co. a minor sponsorship. They accept that deal. We are now a bunch of money back in the hole again because of all of the payments that we made due to our legal fees. We look forward to working with you. We hope this deal will be beneficial to both parties. We hope we will be a happy couple of agencies. So, alright. We were told we need to increase our production values. We were also told that we need to, well, we weren't told we need to hire different people, but we probably need to hire different people. So I feel like next time we are going to have a lot of work to do in terms of figuring out what the heck we need to start doing now that we are a small level promotion instead of a backyard level promotion. But until we end up doing that, this is Bobo the Vulture. This has been Let's Play Extreme Warfare Revenge. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye for now.